Taking off from runway 23 at Nyngan. Beautiful clear day, and we're going to check out some copper mines. Toe brakes off. I start rotating about 100 knots. I'm trying to get this nose up. You've got to pull harder. Gear up. Yeah, we've got to use a lot more back stick. And then of course it climbs like a beast. Okay, so let's turn back over the airport and get our heading going northwest. So we're getting to the outback now. There's a ubiquitous racetrack. Feature of all country towns in Australia. Coming back through north. Heading 03. Back over the airport. And we'll get a nice clean departure to the northwest. There we go. It's a big radio mast there. Dry as a bone out here, as we say. Reset my G meter. Everything's working nicely down here, a bit left of track. Let's come right a bit. Now we've got, how far? We've got 27 miles along the Mitchell Highway, which we can see in front of us. It's quite a long route this, it's about 107 miles. Pretty simple though, it's like a big triangle. Look at those great colours there. Let's do a bit of a zoom climb, why not? Yeah, let's go 30 degrees nose up. Let's check out the rear view. Pretty nice. And let's nose over at about 10,000 feet. Have a bit of a look around. Yeah, look at that road, straight as a die. Lots of copper out here, copper and iron. Fantastic. Just reach it around, lean forward, have a look back. Looks great. Right, so it must be about halfway. We are exactly halfway to the first mine. Let's get back down to the highway. We've got heaps of fuel, we've got drop tanks on. Got 600 gallons internally, hasn't been touched yet. Yep, 600.0. Flat as a billiard table. Awesome. So this is a fitting way to end volume 2 of my Australia tour. We finally reached the real outback. This is the real deal, the Red Earth. Mad Max territory actually. Or the Road Warrior, that's what the Yanks called it. Right, so there's two big mines here. There's this one is our waypoint. Then I'm going to turn fly over the other one back to the southwest corner of our triangle. Look at that. This is beyond Thunderdome. Totally awesome. get vertigo looking down there. Let's check out the second one at 240 knots. Let's go a little bit left and we can look right into the abyss. Wow. Scary. Big trucks going down that road. Right. Look at that red earth. Let's go to the left wingtip cam. Look at that. Look at that. And looking at the wrong line, of course. I'm heading back the way I came from. So let's do a left turn. We're supposed to be going to the south west. Coming back through north. Yeah, you can really get lost out here, I can. Back to our waypoint 1. In the distance. And we'll turn around this mine to head to the southwest. Doesn't hurt to take a second pass. Wow, that's awesome. Okay, we're on a pretty good intercept now for the southwest. We'll just keep this heading, and we're looking for Triton copper mines. Just come right a bit, because they're not that far away. Triton copper mines, very picturesque, and I think I can see them in under the canopy rail there. So let's turn back on track. Yep, that'll be them. Let's go to our left wingtip cam again. Get the speed up a bit. This is where the Parenti prowls. Parenti is a very large lizard. Triton copper mines. And a slight right turn. Look at the colours, they're just amazing. There we go, another 23 miles to Canbaligo mine. Then it's east all the way back to Nyngan along the highway. Look at the patterns there. It's I wonder what they're farming there. Interesting. Right, let's go down into the weeds here, because it's that kind of place you could do that. 450 knots. Looks pretty good. Wow. 100 feet. It's a pretty good ride. .550 knots. Canberlego Mine is the next one. I'm going to come right a bit because we're going to be doing a really hard left turn. Let's not speed back a bit, climb. See if we can eyeball the mine. I reckon that's just where it says G on the HUD. I reckon that's about it. And we'll be going back that way, back to the east. I did fly around here for a whole day really, and those mines are really the main thing to look at in terms of features that stand out from the red plains. Yep, here it is. Oh, it's flat. Remember, this used to be an inland sea some millions of years back. Do a low pass and roll out heading west. There's a negative G there. Colours are just very special. Canberlego Mine. Wow. Okay, I'm going to roll out on a westerly heading, easterly, the other west. Come a little bit north of it because I want to pick up the highway. Which we will intercept momentarily. I think those power lines are a good hint as to where it is. Just on the north of them actually. Let's come left a bit. Yep, there's the highway. Boy, they go in a straight line, don't they? Highway and railway. It's the railway I spotted first actually. But it's a classic Aussie outback. And thus it goes for there's a small town of Hermedale about halfway back. 21 miles and another 24 miles, so 45 miles all up. All power lines. Glad I wasn't too low. About 400 feet. Let's check out the external views under the wing cam there. Back out to the wingtip. Looking back. Some traffic on the highway there. On the left, it's pan left a bit with that one. It's nice. I'm just coming up to Hermedale. Yeah, we can see some buildings up front. Let's not get too low. Remember the power lines. Speaking of the devil, there they are. So, small town of Hermedale here. It's pretty cool. Got its own microwave tower. Oh, sorry, cell phone tower. continue on. So where were we? We're going around the back. That's right. Left side and left wingtip. Power lines have crossed the road as we saw back there. Now they're on the north side of the highway. Very cool. Let's climb a bit. Just look at that red. So the highway veers a little bit to the south here, but makes its way back to Nyngan. There's no fear about that. There's the fuel. We're still on fuel tanks. Got 600 gallons internal we haven't touched yet, so let's kick the burner in. As we're getting close to the sound barrier, and I can see a radio mast up front. That'll be Nyngan. So let's pull back. We don't want to break all the windows. Throttle right back. Yep, there's Nyngan there at 11 o'clock. And the airport will be that direction as well. Fly around this radio mast. Plenty of smash on board. It's about as much fun as you can have in your home cockpit. Doesn't get any better than that. It's awesome. There's the oval. Airport should be, there it is. I was going to say it's 9 o'clock. Across midfield, now I'm going to fly upwind. Continuous circle to downwind. Rolling out, heading downwind. Now. Beautiful clear day. Throttle back, pitch out a little bit I think, so I usually turn wide. Okay, let's turn to final and drop the gear now, back on the throttle, still at idle. Yeah, that's better. That's a better separation. Get my head in the game, speed brake out, got 3 greens, gear is down, at 180 I'll put speed brake back in, seems to be working out fine, coming out fast but I will flare, and my hand is on the thrust reversers. Don't worry, I'm going to flare. Right there, and touchdown, 3 wheels down, thrust reversers and throttle up. Awesome, look at that. Stop on a dime. Thrust back, thrust reverses off. Love it. Starting to have fun with this aircraft. I think this is about the 8th or 10th sortie I've done, I think. A bit dubious at first, but once you get all the controls mapped, and because there's a smoke, might play with the smoke later. But thrust reverse has made a big difference. Not using flaps at all. I'm using speed brake. Every aircraft's got its own quirks, and I'm starting to really enjoy this one. Yeah, the nose wheel steering high. Is it going to stay on? Interesting. Maybe I've got to hold it on. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, it keeps going on and off. Okay, another little quirk to sort out, but successful foray into the real Australian outback.